not 15 minutes before the show started, did my dear darling husband get into a bit of a dust up with our dear friend Pearl.
You're kidding.
He has a knack for triggering this gal, and I don't know what it is. So they got into a bit of a fight right before. Well, it's Twitter. It's not really a real fight, but
Thank you.
I'm so excited.
Here we go. And let's break this down. Can we? Okay. So it all starts with and I don't know. I feel like I love Pearl. She's welcome anytime on this show or on a one-on-one. She knows this. I sent her the link. So anyway, she tweets this out. Why do so many conservative women think it is their place to tell their husband when he is and is not following God? Blows my mind. Conservative women are so out of order. Now, if you I'm sort of new to this Catholic world. I was raised Methodist, but Frank and I were married in a Catholic church, and I've been going to Catholic church. Like I started going a little bit in college. I believe if you get married, it is both the husband, and Lila, you probably know more about this than I do. It is the job of both the husband and the wife to make sure each of them get into heaven. That's kind of like the point or one of the points of being married. Not necessarily just the woman's place to tell the husband.
I thought it was just boning, but like God thought it was fine. No.
Yeah. Yeah, like I thought it was just boning, but you have to keep it if you get pregnant.
Oh yeah.
It's that too. But it's both the husband and the wife's job to make sure each of them get into heaven, which is a lovely thing. Conservative women are so out of order. So it's not necessarily a conservative thing. It's just it's a covenant. It's part of the deal.
Is Pearl conservative? Does she consider herself conservative?
I don't know what she considers herself to be.
Okay.
I don't think she has many scruples. I don't think she knows what the hell she's talking about or saying at all. But
really, truly, when you think about it, it always says in Christianity that you're supposed to go to whoever who is a brother or sister and let them know when they're not
right following the path.
Yeah, when they're out of line a little bit, and then to bring two or more the next time, and then bring them to the church the following time. If
like a religious pyramid scheme,
right?
Well, Melanie Mack does this a lot.
Yes,
I've had her on a few times where if there is like an OnlyFans or a porn girl on, she will say like, "Hey," sort of like just letting you know you're not following. She won't usually be like preachy about it. She kind of more waits to see if somebody asks for advice. But I guess like, yeah, the Christian thing to do is to let someone know when they're off path.
Right.
The tough love, I guess. Anyway, so my dear Frank, who has just such a knack for triggering Pearl, I don't know what it is. He writes back. I really have to tease this out because I wasn't even on Twitter before the show because my tit was in the mouth of the infant.
This is
oh, I know Keanu came over yesterday. She watched me breastfeed. I was like, this is fun with an audience.
It was fascinating. I'm like, breastfeed more. This is so fun.
I was like, you want some? Grab a shot glass.
I thought today, Chrissy, I was thinking, I'm like, I miss the bean. I miss
the bean misses you.
I love him.
I can't believe you got to hold him.
I know. I didn't drop him once. It was wild.
Keanu's like, oh, I've never held a baby. I don't know what I'm doing. I turn around like 20 minutes later. You're like a pro. You're like,
I was like, bing, 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 bing.
She was like,
we were dancing
in no time. Yeah, something just kicks in where you're like, oh yeah, just support the neck. It's not that hard.
Yeah, it's fine. That's it. Right.
You got it. You got it.
So Frank writes, my wife and I have conversations about helping each other live our best lives with and through God. I hope and pray that you will have that someday, finding a partner who has your back and wants to join you in heaven someday. Now, what about this
sweet.
Is
so
about the nicest thing you could say to somebody?
Right.
Like and Frank is not saying I'm conservative. He's not saying Chrissy's conservative. He's just saying like, this is what we do. And I wish you the best, like I hope you find somebody.
Yeah, this is actually very kind.
If it
Very
were me,
kind.
I'd be
He's
like,
not
I wish
even.
you-
He's
yeah.
not even saying what she said was wrong. He's just saying this is how we do it in my marriage, and it works really well.
And it's a
Yeah.
nice thing to say. Like if I wrote this, I'd be like, we do this, you dumb bitch. Please don't shame us. And rotten hell. No, I'm kidding. We love Clam. We love her.
Having a BFF, and that doesn't mean you just, you yes them to death or you ignore them. It's like, and it's not like all bitching either. You try to like correct each other. You're just, you try to challenge each other. You love each other. It's like, it's something
that's any relationship, religious or not, right?
Right.
I mean, it really should be. And this is the nicest thing that he could have possibly said. So I wait with bated breath to see how she could have gotten angry about this.
You think the average person would be like, wow, thank you, Frank. You think you're praying for me. It's just the nicest thing you could do for someone is pray for them. So I figure this would warrant a very positive response. Let's see what she said. Your wife is a overweight 40-year-old who chose you after 15 plus years of doing God knows what. No one wants what you have. If you ever leave her good graces, her army of friends will treat you the same way they treat me.
That's true. You do have an army of friends. I'll give her that.
And Pearl has none. I'm about to pop off, Chrissy. This is ridiculous. What an evil, dumb Clam. I'm glad I said what I said before. You're a dumb bitch, Clam. You're dumb.
Clam.
Holy fuck.
Clam, I'm not overweight. I gave birth a month ago.
Yeah. She gave birth a month ago and did great stand-up last night, for Christ's sake. What have you? No one will ever fuck you, Pearl. Get over it. And if they do, they'll feel sorry for you.
I at least have a very good reason for being currently overweight.
Right. And Clam,
I pushed a baby out of my vagina. What have you pushed out other than turds?
And just sadness. God, go back to your softball team. Your volleyball team misses you. You ugly lesbian cunt. I'm sorry. I gotta stick up for Chrissy here.
This is the response after someone's like, I am praying that you find a partner. And I've always been like, oh, bless her heart. I've never, and I still don't have ill will for Pearl, but after seeing this,
I do now.
Okay. After seeing this, I go, oh my God.
Always so loyal.
The fact that she is so triggered by this tells me, I'm not a professional. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychoanalyst, but this tells me that she truly does not believe she is worthy of love. She truly does not believe she is worthy of a partner. I think deep down she goes, fuck, I've painted myself into a corner with my brand and I can't do a 180. Like she's kind of like, well, this is who I am now. It's almost like if she were to find a husband, she'd be a hypocrite. She has really, I think, just painted herself into a corner. But I think deep down, this is an insecurity. I know because I used to be very insecure and have no self-worth and low self-esteem. And the fact that she's this triggered over someone, like, I hope you find somebody. And she does this by picking on me, like out of nowhere.
Right.
And
you know what we always say about her.
Yeah. She's actually picking on Frank because she's
right.
your wife.
Right.
And no one wants what you have. And she's always so pro-male, but that is a very aggressive against a man comment.
Yes. And it's a complete lie because there are plenty of people who want what Frank has. There's a Twitter account called Chrissie Mayer's boobs.
Exactly. You're not overweight, not even by just giving birth, for Christ's sake.
Hello,
not
did you not see my thin head and my I had no jowls. You were on jowl watch.
I saw you live in the
time. No cankles, no jowls, the whole pregnancy. Hello, where have you been, Pearl?
This may be not a not nice thing to say. When I look at Pearl, and this is my theory, I don't know the woman. I think she's a lesbian, and I think that's why she can be so mean to other women. I truly believe her. She looks like the volleyball player. She can't stand it because she's religious. She can't stand it because she's like, I'm going to hell if I want to, eat some cookies someday. She can't stand it. All right. I truly believe that's where all this hatred is. And then she monetized this hatred towards women. And I think she's gay, to be honest. So she's probably in love with you, Chrissy.
This is
I'm in love
absolutely
with
right.
her.
I literally said this on our last show. I said the real epidemic here is that there's a lot of down low bisexual people who are raging on the inside and who are doing some sneaky weirdo stuff, and they're not living in their truth. They're bisexuals,
and that's fine. Who cares? And she may be flat out like, gay, and that's perfectly fine. But she's monetized this hatred towards women.
I think you could be gay, that's fine. But I do have a problem with these secret bisexuals. Call me homophobic, but you can't just be a secret bisexual out here talking some mean stuff like this when you're a down low bisexual man or woman who is hating on people because you're a bisexual.
I'm not sure where
bisexual.
She needs to get her facts straight, because it's like, I've been with, not that I expect her to, be a Chrissie Mayr historian, but it's like, I've been with Frank for 10 years. Like, this is not just like I was, you know what I mean? Like, I'm helping with his, you know what I mean? I have a stepson. He has a son. We've been through a lot together. It's not like, oh, I was just fucking around aimlessly,
it's so
and then figured, well,
say,
you're left. You know what I mean? Like, we worked really hard to have what we have.
Yeah, doing God knows what. Fuck off. Okay,
having a life before meeting you. God forbid you have a life before meeting your husband. Yeah,
my God.
Like, God knows what. It's really just a lot of open mics, unfortunately. Right. Just a lot of bringer
That's
shows.
such hard work too. It's late at night, and oh my gosh.
Yeah, taking the train to Brooklyn, doing a lot of hell gigs. Yeah, getting a sandwich thrown at me at the Atlantic City beer festival.
Getting pepper sprayed.
By the porta potties. Okay. Yeah, getting pepper sprayed. If you ever leave her good graces, see, here's what she doesn't understand. Like, you take, we're an example of I think someone who me and Frank take marriage very seriously. If you ever leave her, it's like, that's not in the cards. To us, that's marriages. You're ride or die. That's forever. Whatever the problems are, we're gonna work them out, because this is a forever situation. And it's odd that she brings this up, like her army of friends. Like,
what's wrong with having a lot of friends?
Really good friends.
Also, for the people who are saying that we're personally attacking Pearl, this is a personal attack that she is going against Chrissy, and she's attacking Frank.
Well, she's also attacking women.
Yes, that's what her brand is.
Right.
Exactly. She's I'm personally attacking her. I think she sucks. So
Pearl's in the chat. Hi, Pearl.
Keanu is the most loyal friend. She's gonna be the general of your army of friends.
Yeah, it will be.
This happens. People get very scared and triggered. I think when I don't know. I've heard this before. People that are like a little bit afraid of me, they go, "Oh, you're gonna send your trolls after me. You're gonna send your people after me." And it's like, I'd never send anyone after anyone. Like,
right. I take people one-on-one, and I just think she's a detriment to society and women in general. That's all. Just from everything I've seen, I don't think she believes what she's saying. I think it's all just to monetize that bullshit. Yeah,
I think she does believe it. I think
that's even worse. Ugh.
It is. She gaslights herself first. I think it's a coping mechanism.
She does a strange thing where she keeps moving the goalposts. Like, she'll say, like, if in I guess in her mind, if you're not like living perfectly, which means you get married at, I don't know, 20 and then start having kids, then you're not like living a perfect life in her mind. I don't know why she has extremely high standard. Like, if you fall below this standard that she herself will never meet.
So what's her excuse then? Exactly.
Like,
and in my mind,
you can't trigger me, because first of all, I've been made fun of. I've done like 13 roast battles. I've heard every mean thing that could be said about me. I've written jokes for other people who have roasted me. So it's like, Pearl, darling, you're not going to come up with anything to hurt my feelings. Nothing new at this point. Nothing you can say. It's going to be worse. Yeah, nails for days. And it's interesting that she gets this triggered over it. And again, it's like, you can't touch me. Like, I'm happy. Like, and not that I feel like I crossed the finish line, but it's like, yeah, I'm married. I have a kid. I'm good. Like, you can't just then move the goalpost. Be like, well, you didn't do it at a certain age, so you're not happy. So you didn't do it the right way. And
Yeah,
it's like,
ridiculous.
Right.
Yes.
You want what you have what she wants, essentially.
Chrissie, you won. You won. You are winning at life. Okay. You are proving all of these things that people say online about what a woman is supposed to do. You've proved everything wrong, and you're hot as hell. So it's like this insult is absolutely insane. And I think that's why people in the red pill community, like they're triggered when a woman actually can disprove all of these things. They want you to believe that you turn 30 and you should just roll over and die, and that's just not life. Okay, a woman is powerful, and they just don't want us to believe that we're the prize, and I'm the prize, and I'm gonna believe that.
Amen.
And also, like, yeah, I'm sorry. I was a liberal. I was led astray by feminism, by I guess higher education, by my friend group. I didn't vote for Hillary. It was very close. But yeah, I kind of lost my way. And then I met Frank, and I fucking had a political awakening, and I figured it out. And I don't know. I not that I'm this perfect person, but I would like to think that I am an example of, like, yeah, you don't have to live a perfect life
Yes.
to end up happy and find someone who loves you. And
Doesn't Jesus forgive? For
right.
Christ's sake? Right.
Jesus, God,
Yes.
that doesn't care that you live life perfectly.
Right.
It's called
You
grace.
can turn it around at any point if you feel like you want to change your ways.
Right. So maybe
Just a lot of judgment from someone who like, it's not a contest. We're not like in competition with each other. It's just strange. And
Also,
so Frank,
she stays in control because she's always the one putting the game board under. So she's throwing the game board out when she posts something. And then when Frank says something wonderful, she throws another game board under. And anytime you find yourself defending, and I know you're not defending, you're just kind of highlighting, but when you find yourself defending someone, that's how you know they threw a game board under you.
right, like moving the goalposts. It's like, oh, because if I wasn't married, it'd be like, you're a spinster. You're never gonna get married and have kids. But now that I am married and do have a kid, it's like, well, you didn't do it in the right time that I feel like you should have
appropriate
done
amount
it.
of time for me. Like, well, then what are you, volleyball player? Grow up. Get out
So
of
Frank
here.
responds, how did you get so triggered when I literally said I would pray that you find a partner in life? Like, literally wished her the best possible thing. Incredible, really. Maybe show a bit of humility for once, and people won't keep making fun of you. Good point. She responds with, not triggered at all, actually. That's always a sign of someone who's not triggered, is when they keep responding.
I'm not triggered. Fine.
Not triggered at all. I'm perfectly calm.
I'm gay, I think. I don't know.
Not triggered at all, actually. You said, live how my wife and I live.
He
No
did,
one
he did not say that. That's not what
literally
he said.
never said that. At what point does he say,
Nope.
this is,
And that's
either.
exactly why I think that's why I think she gaslights herself.
Yes. She says, oh, you said this, so I can have this argument with you.
Right. She has a totally different reality.
You said, live how my wife and I live. No one wants what you have.
A family and a man that loves and cares about you. Like, everybody
And
wants
a career.
that. Yes.
Like, okay.
And I'm sorry.
I mean,
And an army of friends.
Yeah.
I know.
An army of
An
friends.
army
But my
of
dad
friends.
was savagely murdered. So that is
Right.
the trade-off.
Other than
Yeah.
that, everybody wants what you have, so nobody
don't-
wants.
It doesn't matter. I want what I have, and nobody else. It doesn't matter. What I have.
Yes.
We're all-
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. And then he responds, you asked why conservative women want their husbands to live through God. I commented with an example. WTF is wrong with you? Yeah. And I don't like liars. Who, bro, you'd have to know us well to know that we're liars. To say that people you don't know are liars is very odd.
Well, it's weird too, because she's basically saying you're living a lie because you got married at 40. That's basically what she's saying. And that's not a lie, it's an actual truth.
Do you guys have anything better to talk about?
No, this is great, Clam. We love it.
Don't sell yourself short, Clam.
Come on the show and explain yourself.
She has the link. Yeah, I don't like liars. Conservative women get married at 22, not 40. Who said they're conservative? Not 40. Didn't get married at 40, by the way. Play pretend at home, but stay out of my comment section with that bullshit. Pretend.
Okay.
Who's pretending?
She is, absolutely.
She's pretending
Girl.
she's not a lesbian. That's what she's pretending.
How
Beyond
is
feeling.
this is funny? How is Frank a fraud? Like, no, really, do I have to post our marriage license? Like, how are we frauds? It's so strange. It's literally a part of the language within the sacrament of marriage, at least when it comes to the Catholic Church. That's all he's pointing out. His only point, I think, was that it is both of our jobs to make sure the other gets into heaven. That's literally what they say when you get married. So
Okay.
crazy, so crazy.
That's wild. I love that.
But
So
I
fun.
like I always say, you show people, if you show people what your triggers are, that's where your insecurities lie. Because if it didn't trigger her, she would have nothing to say. She'd have no response.
Absolutely.
And
I have the
excuse
best
me,
story
how old is she?
28, maybe
Okay.
27,
Well,
28.
I don't see her getting married anytime soon.
I hope she does. I hope
Yeah.
she, like I said in my tweet, I hope she meets the
A
love of
nice-
her life this year.
I hope she meets a nice lipstick lesbian. Gay marriage is, fine now. So sorry, Pearl.
This is what I tweeted. Yeah, I said I could roast you, but I'd rather say that even though you might not think so, you are worthy of love, Pearl. The fact that you got this triggered over someone praying you find a husband tells me you don't feel worthy of it, but you are. Everyone is. Let's all pray for Pearl tonight that she finds the love of her life this year, a guy who will love all 7 feet of her chilly refrigerator body and melt her prickly disposition.
She looks like a linebacker. You're
And
right.
her wonky eye. I hope that they will love you for your wonky eye.
Good for you, Chrissy.
See, I like to be the bigger person.
She's definitely the bigger person.
I mean, physically, yes, she has me there, but I would like to think I am the bigger
You
person.
are in that sense, obviously.
Oh, wow.
Let's all say a prayer for Clam.
Let's all say a prayer for Clam. I think she could do it. I think she's worthy of love. I think she could find somebody.
Dear Clam, I hope that you are worthy of love someday, and that
Not
you-
everybody's meant to find love, and that's just reality.
That's right. She just
that's
hasn't
okay.
accepted her own
It's
self
okay.
yet.
And this is not poor Pearl. Pearl is very successful. She does great numbers on YouTube, online. She's get a bunch of tweets. I mean, gives us great content to talk about. Please
She
retweet.
does.
Please message us. Come on the
Yeah.
show. We would like those likes. We would like those views. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, this is you guys. This is show business, baby. Pearl,
Bless
you
your
clam,
heart,
you
Pearl.
lesbian, whatever. What do we have to
And
say?
as somebody mentioned yesterday, here's why I think I may have triggered her. Apparently, did you say this, Lila, that her last boyfriend left her for a better looking redhead? So maybe that's why there's a little bit of a trigger there.
She did a whole story.
And
or a whole
also,
show.
there's a video of her like talking about how she's tried to have one night stands before and it just hasn't worked out. It hasn't happened. She wasn't able to do it. So no, literally, there's a
I
video.
wonder why.
Oh my gosh. Oh, this is so good.
I know.
Oh, she's in it. She's
Pearl,
in it.
I'm really no. Okay, Chrissy, we need Pearl's insults. This is WWE, okay? This is show business. We need it. This helps us. This is good for us. This is content, okay?
You know what it
We need
feels
to-
like? You know, where like there's a cartoon where like someone puts their hand on someone's forehead while they're like punching the air like this, and like, the person just sort of like that's what it feels like. Like you and I, Lila, are like, and even Keanu, like professional. We've done roast battles. Like we're professional roast.
You don't just
comedians.
become a stand-up
that-
comedian and not have thick skin, okay? Anything that anybody has ever said about me online, I've said worse things to myself, which is why
Right, we all have.
stand up.
Why we
Oh,
Okay,
I enjoy it. The meaner, the better. I'm like, that is diabolically mean. Thank you.
Look at it
It made
tap
me
out.
laugh. I don't mind.
I definitely don't have what y'all have.
Who
I
cares? It's not a fucking competition. Like you're only in competition with yourself, with you from a year ago.
that's true.
It's like you just let me know that you feel like you're somehow in competition with me, which is odd.
What? And here's the thing. What does Pearl want us to say? All women are evil. We're all bad, and men shouldn't get married. And
And that she's not a lesbian. I think she wants
Even
us
if
to
she
believe
is, I hope
that.
she finds a lovely, huge woman to love her.
That's fine. Yes, exactly. Like, you know what? Eat cookie, Pearl. That'll be great. Just accept yourself. It's fine. Jesus forgives.
Push-ups. Push-ups, the $5 warrior. Pearl, FYI, the Bible's criteria for godly wife is Proverbs 31:10-31. It says, her husband has full confidence in her, and Frank does. Oh, wow, I'm godly. Look at that.
Push-ups. You go. Whee!
Yay, push-ups. Push-ups is
nice.
always good for a Bible quote. K-Max, Chrissy, Frank wished Pearl love and happiness, and the response was that severe. Is wishing happiness a trigger for her? Yes, and that's what told me that she doesn't think that she's worthy of love, which made me feel very sad for her.
I don't know.
Everyone is worthy of it. It's never too late.
Oh my God. These comments she's making are so funny to me.
Mr. Laptop. I don't even know if that's really her. It could be a troll. Could be an Aldi account. Yeah. Carmen, you are one hot mama. Mr. Laptop.
Oh Lord.
You know, it's been funny. It's funny to me that, like, you know, looks matter, okay? Because if we're insulting looks, that means they matter. And she's insulting our looks, so they matter. Quit acting like they don't, people. They do.
All she does is insult looks. She acts like you're decrepit after you hit 30 and you should just crawl in a hole and die. Okay? She's a detriment to society, and I hope she finds love, but I don't think she will.
It'll be very interesting to see how she changes her brand in 3 years if none of these things happen.
Yeah. She should just
strange lunatic. Chrissy, the Bible says in Philippians 2:12-13 that everyone has to work out their own salvation. Yes. You're on your own journey.
It is. I call it no man's land.
Mm-hmm. K-Max, we need a chirp, Chrissy. 2 chirps for $2. You want a chirp? You think you want a chirp? You think you're just gonna get a chirp out of me?
$2.
K-Max, you're white. I don't think you deserve a chirp. Fine, you get one chirp. Enjoy it. Arthmesia. Keep in mind, Pearl will probably never have a baby. This is the only way she can cope, to be honest. Hey, never say never. Never say never. She could pop out a little volleyball player with a wonky eye. I believe it. I think anything is possible.
Pearl, Keanu is a unisex name. It means cool mountain breeze, by the way, if that's actually.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a cool. I like that.
Push-ups, awesome little Lila is better than big stupid clam. Aw, we love Lila. Magnum Norris with the yellow boy. Most marriages don't work out so well. Most, I think it depends what group you're looking at. But if you're selective and honest, you may find it. Super happy for you, Chrissy. We love you to the best of times. Thank you.
Well, most don't work because they were broken before they began. Because 2 broken people came to the altar and they did not heal themselves before they showed up.
Yeah.
But so it's very big is me and Biscotti's marriage will fail.
No, it's a constant. No, it definitely won't. It's a constant work in progress. Like,
I'm just teasing.
Nobody has a perfect marriage, a perfect situation. If they say they do, they're lying.
If you do the work on yourself, and I do believe that you guys do have an advantage because you're comedians. I do believe that forces you to.
We're in touch with our dark side,
right?
Very closely. So
you can't hurt us. Call me Dylan Mulvaney all fucking day. I welcome it. I love it. It's hilarious to me. You can't
have friends as a woman, Chrissy. Don't you know this? Sheesh.
That's why she has an army.
That's actually really flattering.
It's true too. You're very talented at making a wide spectrum of friends and making all of them feel safe. It's a gift.
Frank must have starred these. I don't even know if this is really Pearl. He must have starred these because these are very sad attempts at insults. I'm triggered. You guys look like you live in a trailer park. Ooh, pretty good. Chrissy here looks like the food critic from Ratatouille. That's not a widely known enough reference for a roast joke, but honorable mention.
You know, it's a very popular movie. So.
I know Ratatouille.
She just quote tweeted you.
Oh, goodness.
Cool.
Jeremy David, she's clam-splaining.
Heyo! Don't clam-splain us.
Clam-splain here.
dare you, Clam?
Clearly, we have to send Lila and Carmen one of these.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, we need,
one as well.
we need,
Yeah.
we need to
What do
have
we
the-
want, Clam? When do we want her? Never.
I feel very left out. I don't have my megaphone.
What do we want? Clam to find true love. When do we want it?
She won't.
She might.
Sorry,
Oh
Clam.
my
We apologize.
god.
Good. There's hope for everyone.
That's
Jeremy
actually a
Parker-
really good mom tool, the megaphone. I used to have a real one.
Oh,
It
I
worked
can't
so
wait.
good. I could get
can't
them
wait.
from anywhere in the neighborhood.
Where do you think you're going?
Yep.
Clam is a shaved down gorilla who was trained to speak by her ex-zookeeper. What? Jeremy. That's okay. Brian Haldren, $5 for the great Pearl on Simpcast for the Chrissy v. Pearl roast fun. Thanks for the chirp. Oh, you want another chirp? There you go. Wow. Frank, I am scared of marrying someone like you. Well, I'm so afraid of being dicked down. No.
Yes, she is.
No, like
What a-
she really, if you watch her, like you like totally captured it, Chrissy. She's elusive. She's like, there's a fish in the fishing world called a permit. She's like a permit. And like, she's just like this. Literally the other day I was listening to her and she says, it doesn't matter what women say. It matters what they do. And I'm going to tell you about all the guys that I talk to and what they say.
I've interviewed thousands of
people.
people.
Yeah.
Drink every time she says she's interviewed people. Like I've probably interviewed at least 1,000 people. I should
Oh,
start saying
same.
that more.
And you actually have, though, Chrissy.
Yeah.
Same. I have
I've
too.
interviewed people.
She's great.
Jeremy Parker's Clam should find a boyfriend or girlfriend who is blind. That's her only. Oh, Jeremy.
I agree with that, Jeremy.
I think
100% agree.
nearsighted would be fine.
Just like maybe slightly blind, just going
part.
blind. Yeah.
Going blind. Maybe a botched LASIK.
Yeah.
Matt Scroggins, thank you for becoming a new member. Chris Benoit, since I'm recently single, wife wouldn't properly protect and care for my son. I would love to get back into the dating game and go out with Pearl. See, Pearl, here we go. We have Chris Benoit who wants to take a shot at love.
She's not into the
Oh my
men folk,
God.
I don't think.
I
But
gotta see Pearl versus Chrissy Venti debate or not. I don't think Venti. She might be done with YouTube.
Is she done?
I think so. For now. I could be wrong. The last time I talked to her, it sounded like she was done. But who knows? Maybe something will inspire her.
I'll be right back. I have to turn the AC off because I'm about to freeze. 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm about to cut glass with my nips. Oh my goodness, guys. I don't even think that is really Pearl in the chat. I think it's an imposter because I think wherever she is, it's really like early in the morning. But anyway, Pearl, you have the link. Come on in your jammies. We won't judge.
I will say this.
Doing great.
Pearl has done an excellent job building a brand, getting
Yes.
people to talk about her. I respect the
Here we
hustle,
are.
okay? And it's great. And don't get mad at us for talking about you. It brings views. This is great. You want
You
the
know
views?
what?
We want the views too.
She wanted this to happen because she knows when Simpcast is. I
We
think this is
also would like
plan.
the views, okay? This is show business, baby. Put some more drama. Read the tweet that
This
she said
reminds
about you,
me
Chrissy.
of the time that I tried to interview Jose Canseco, and he wanted me to pay him $500.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, Jose,
You know what doesn't cost $500?
And I said, "No
Clam
way, Jose."
sweater she's wearing right there. It's quite
Where
hideous.
is this tweet, Lila? I don't see it.
She quote tweeted you.
Oh shit.
Um,
Go find it.
She quote tweeted you. It's on her page. She just tweeted it.
So maybe it is you because she had said that in the chat. I just quote tweeted you.
Oh, she did. Oh, so she
I
wants.
thought
This
I saw
is
that.
excellent. Okay, we are giving the people what they want. This is spicy. This is drama. This is content. I mean, we want. Come on, we need more insults.
Insult.
Please,
or your
insult
best
us if you
attempt.
can.
Yeah. Okay, god damn it. All right, I'll show this last one and then we're gonna keep watching the thing.
Yes.
The
Give the people
thing. Give the people what they want.
Ooh, spicy,
And
spicy,
you are
spicy.
worthy of taking this L, Miss Boozer Beater pregnancy. Pray for your kid when his classmates ask if you're his, her mom, or grandma at graduation. If you make it that long, your show looks like a
What?
casting call for a woke all-female The Hobbit remake. Oh, this is so sad. Oh my
This-
God.
Good God.
Oh, this like really, Pearl. I know you take some of your daddy's money and hire someone to help
writer.
you write. Hire a writer.
I
At least he's
believe
trying to do
I
insults.
believe Visconti commented on this one, and it's quite telling.
The Hobbit remake.
Let me find it. Oh lordy, I don't know where Visconti's comment is in the sea of replies. Ah,
No, it doesn't matter. But it was funny.
Yeah.
He just read it to me.
I mean,
He
how
thinks
can you?
he's
We did things precisely when we intended to do them, so there's no really like shaming us for that. Again, like you're not in competition with anybody but yourself. So you can't really.
Exactly. And I thought the whole like point of like the whatever movement I'm so confused with it now, but don't you want people to have children and to make babies and create
Yeah.
families? So when a woman does get married and
Yeah.
have a baby and now you're insulting them for
Oh,
having
but you
a
didn't do it
child.
when I wanted you to.
Yeah, she did.
Yes. But you should have done it earlier. How dare you?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Guys, are you ready for another Pearl Zinger?
Yes.
This is the View Trailer Park version.
Yeah. Oh, ayo, Pearl. Wow. We love your sweater, Pearl. Your hair never looks greasy.
Pearl
and you are
Zingers. I
definitely
love it.
attracted to men. Whee!
Whee.
You know, I just find it interesting because it's like, what is her overall message? What is she?
Don't bother. That's the message.
Yeah.
Don't be happy. Don't try to be happy. The system is rigged against you. Just curl up and die.
Mm-hmm. And play softball anytime
it's
you
literally a
can.
miracle any of us are here. The fact that any of us were born.
So let's assume somebody could possibly be a narcissist. And there's different levels of narcissism and different types. There's malignant, there's grandiose, there's all these different types. And so somebody
Chocolate covered.
Yeah, and so
I swear to God, she was like, I thought you were going to say, let's assume somebody could possibly be attracted to Pearl. I swear to God. I thought that's what you were going to say. Okay, it's possible.
It's possible. It's not probable. It's possible.
Right. But a malignant narcissist literally does not care what anyone else is doing, and they're going to keep creating any type of reality that can get them attention. Period. That's all they want. And the source is all the attention. And so she gets the attention. It's not even maybe about men or women or anything. It's something that hit and she's going with it, I'm guessing.
Well,
And
she's
that's
doing a great job.
And
She's done a phenomenal job.
And that's exactly what she does for views and money.
Right.
You're talking about exactly what she's doing for views and money, which is fine. Good for her. But I reserve the right.
She's found a niche that works for her.
Right.
But and I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying that type of personality. It would explain how none of it really makes sense because it's not based in any truth or any strong reality. It's all an illusion, that she creates, and people either buy in or don't buy in or fight about or whatever. But no matter what happens, she gets attention.
Yes, and we would like some of that attention. So throw it our way. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I am doing this because I would like to get some asses in seats and come to a city near you and perform stand-up comedy. Okay, we would like to bring our comedy tour show to you.
Yes.
So we need you to hit that like button. Let us know where you'd like to see us perform. We could do a whole panel on Pearl. We could do a Pearl roast in your city. How about that?
We're roasting clams. It'll be fun.
We're gonna go to Pearlburg, Pennsylvania. No, untoward. That is all. Thank you, Gregory Lieber.
Very untoward.
Are you ready for another Pearl Zinger? Sorry, I really love this one. Okay. This is the best one yet. Pearl says, Carmen looks like your average Cracker Barrel waitress.
Oh, bing, 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 Pearl. Oh, wow, you're doing great, Pearl. Wow.
It's cute. It's so cute. It's like when your kid goes to work with you and like makes a photocopy.
You
That's
dress,
amazing.
Pearl,
Like,
like
you
you got your
did
clothes
it.
at Cracker
You
Barrel, you
did
dumb
it.
bitch. How about that?
Oh,
Slam it
she's
up. Slam it
trying.
up.
She's trying, Keanu. She's doing her
That's
best.
hilarious.
Doing her
I have
best.
no patience.
Jeremy Parker's clam would be quite a catch in a beekeeper suit. Also, Kiki looks gorgeous tonight, as always.
Oh,
You germs.
You flatter me.
Another Jeremy David. She's a clam planet. What? Zato. What's up, Zato? Now we need Nikki Norton. History will be made this day. I love Nikki Norton. I will
I do
try
too.
DMing her again. I adore her. I would love her on Simpcast. Sausage Lord. Or no, Sassage Lord. Pearl has a DEI hire immigrant boyfriend. Does she now?
What is DEI? Forgive me.
What? Keanu, get the fuck. No. Where have you been? Keanu, DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion.
Like a diversity hire.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, well, I just say the whole word.
I hope
Excuse
Cheeto
me.
didn't hear you say that. He would hit the
Yeah,
roof.
yeah. And mute. Sorry, Gina.
Mute.
Diversity hire. I know that.
5 clams for Pearl to come on.
Oh, that's
Pearl,
funny.
what's your rate? If you're still in the chat, what is your going rate?
She said on the chat, now pay me because I'm tired
Pay
of
me,
me
bitch.
getting you views.
It
Right.
reminds me of
You know
Tiffany
what?
Maynard being like, bitch, better have my money.
This is great. That we need a collaboration. It would benefit all parties.
Wait.
Okay.
A
Retweet it.
collaboration.
Yeah, we need a
Collaboration.
It'd be great. Yeah. You know what I find? This is what I find interesting about just the whole, like, as a stand-up comedian, like, I would prefer if we were on a show and there were like 2,000 people watching us. I would love that. And I'd love to meet every person in here. And I think that's like the difference between like what we do, Chrissy, is like people think that what we're saying online is like so serious. And it's like, no, this is entertainment. So you can buy tickets to our show. Okay. Well, at least it is for me. Like,
Yeah.
I
wish this were happening. I wish this were happening in front of a live studio audience so we could all like
Yes.
we could pass a mic around and be like, give us your best clam roast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clam roast.
Clam roast. Okay. These women all have theories on how I smell. Makes sense. They would watch this show. What?
Who said anything about
Who
her?
said anything about how you smell?
That's a you problem, Clam. No one
But this is what I'm
brought
talking
that
about.
up, you weirdo.
It's never like she doesn't listen.
Now I have a theory about how you smell. Might not.
No, let's think about it.
No.
I'm gonna say a combination of low tide and a locker room.
I think like mothballs, like her hideous sweater. You know?
Oh, she's trying. Don't bag on her.
She is
Marcos,
trying, my
off
patience.
topic. Bucky's
She
brisket
actually
sandwiches
smells
are
like
good.
Cracker Barrel. I've served her.
Bucky's brisket is very good. I've eaten it in the car many a time. This was good. I don't know if people saw this before. Pearl insulting anyone's looks is like me calling someone unhealthy. Oh, quartering. I feel like quartering. You've lost a bunch of weight.
Oh.
I notice these things. Okay. All right.
I just
We
think
will
like
meet
it's really interesting that Pearl gives all this relationship, like all this advice from relationships when she hasn't been in a long-term relationship herself. And it's like it's so easy to like speculate what a marriage is like, but when you're in it, it's so different than, you know, these talking points that people say. It's
Right.
not,
It's not interesting that she does it. It's shitty that she does it.
But she would
it's
say
just
she
awful.
doesn't need to be in a relationship or be married because she knows statistics and she's
and she's
interviewed
talked
people.
to 1,000 men.
I've talked to thousands of men and I've worn thousands of sweaters. And in my opinion, like, fuck off, you dumb whale. Get out
I've
of my
touched
face.
1,000 volleyballs.
Yes, I've touched 1,000 volleyballs. And when I say volleyballs, I mean vagines because she is probably a lesbian. No, you're
Oh
right.
my
Body
God. Okay,
positivity.
Pearl. Sorry. I just checked my Twitter for a while. Pearl wrote me back. Guess what her price is?
What?
Her price to like come on
Come on the show.
the show.
How about a
Guess.
price for her grainy
And I want
vagina?
to see guesses in the chat too. I wanna
Is
see
it
if
is it a
anybody-
monetary thing or like something that you have
Yes,
to
it's
do?
a monetary thing. It's not like my undying respect and appreciation. It's an actual
$2,000.
monetary. Wow. Okay,
It's
somebody nailed it.
1,500.
Somebody in the chat nailed it on the first damn try.
Oh wow. 20 grand?
Nope. Okay, no, Spike nailed it. It's 5K. That is Pearl's going rate. Now, did Timcast have to pay her 5K? Is what I wonder. To do
Right.
the,
Not how much you weigh,
Hey,
girl.
you
How
know
much
what
is the
though,
price?
Chrissy?
Hey,
I
good for
respect
her.
that. I
Yeah.
respect the hustle. I love that actually. Good for you, Pearl.
Good for her. But you
That
know, think
is
about it. Because
impressive.
to click a button and appear on a screen.
Let's
Good
see if
for
we can
her.
get there. Super chat and we'll pay the price.
No, honestly, Chrissy, I respect the hustle. I think it's great.
She's setting her worth.
I
Yeah.
have driven 2 hours to perform 10 minutes of stand up for a pizza and a Bud Light. Okay. I have done that.
Yeah.
So no, I respect it. And at the end of the day, it's like, again, people in the chat, whatever you want to say, this is WWE. We are performance artists. This is show business, baby. I'm trying to get asses in seats. Okay. I'm trying to have that motherfucker ain't real moment so I can sell out arenas. That is what I'm trying to do. You know, like that's what we're doing here. So Pearl, we appreciate you.
Can you imagine if I actually raised it? God, what a stupid thing to spend.
You want to know what I
$5,000
think she sent that amount for? She's a coward. She could never. She could never.
No.
She's not as smart.
She's not a coward. She's a great businesswoman.
Okay, but why wouldn't she come on and say her
coin?
piece? She was in
gets
the
them
chat.
dollars.
No.
She thought she was gonna like make you do something to get her.
Oh, she's afraid. She'd be like, they have too many good points. Sorry.
The thing is, Pearl is a good businesswoman. Okay, she has. No one can't say that she hasn't made money.
She absolutely is. She's a fraud and a lesbian and a clam.
She says,
but
I love it. I do respect that. I think that's great. $5,000.
I would love to raise $5K to have her on my program. I could not wait to just rip into her, but she won't come on here because we're all too smart. I'm sorry. She won't do it. She knows we won't raise $5K unless you super chat us $5K.
It's the same reason that Joe Biden won't debate Trump, because
it's the same thing, right?
It's like the less, the better, you know?
Here's the thing, though.
And he won't now. He's going to debate Trump without an audience, right? Pearl can't stand it. She's not going to be able to come up against us. I love the business that she's done on a complete fraud of herself.
I would think the investment of $5,000 would be worth it if you had a return on investment of $20K from having her on. Whether or not the debate was good or bad, I don't give a shit about that. How many viral moments can we get? Can we get that motherfucker ain't real type moment on here so we can go on stadium tours is what I'm saying. It would be worth the $5,000.
And that's fine. She doesn't need the money.
It'd be like no rage quitting allowed. You have to answer our questions.
She had some things to say in the chat. She said 5K because she knows. Yeah.
5K is great.
That's great. That's wonderful. But she said, "Here, I need 5K to come on here right now." After she had a bunch of shit to say in the chat, which was really very sad. What was the worst comment? Somebody's working at a Cracker Barrel. Okay,
no, we can't do it right now. This would be something that we'd have to like promote. You know, this is a WWE event. This has to be a promoted thing. We need to have a lot of eyes. It can't be just a spur of the moment situation.
True. It has to be like a wrestling event. Like I need to have wrestling graphics. Like I'm gonna be without my shirt. Like a side profile thing, like
Exactly. It's not, you can't just jump on now. I gotta fix my hairline, Pearl.
Oh my God, your hairline is fine.
I won't fix my transness, Pearl. All right, not do it for anyone.
No, this is great. It's just like,
is there any amount you would pay, Chrissy?
$5,000 is so much. I mean, that's so much money. That was like
no,
all
it's not.
the
No, it's
that's all
not.
the
No,
money. This it is a lie. That's all the money I raised
No.
to redo my studio.
no, it's not, Chrissy, because you're circulating money and you're about to come
It's
into
a lot.
millions very
You know,
soon.
this reminds me of when I almost signed up for this like women's seminar thing, and they're like, "Well, it's only $10,000, but it's gonna change your life." And I was this fucking close to doing it.
Oh no.
It was like I think it was like a Mama Gina or what was her name? She wrote the book Pussy. She's like it was. I almost paid. God,
10,000.
I went to like the free like seminar chat thing at the Javits Center, and they're like, well, if you want to be in this program, it's life-changing. You're gonna like love yourself at the end of it. All your dreams will come true, and it's only $10,000. It's an investment in you. And I was like, that sounds pretty good. And I remember I just started dating Frank, and I was like, what do you think, Frank? He was like, fuck no, that's a trap. We're not paying that.
About?
You know what, though? You know what, Chrissy, though? This is a valuable lesson, and I actually do appreciate Pearl for it, because it's like if Pearl thinks that she's worth $5,000, you know, we need to realize that we're worth more than a pizza and a Bud Light.
You're right. You're right.
So I love it. Thank you. Sincerely, because it's like, wow, you have to think about a lot of these content creators in that whole red pill circle. Like, they're really good at this stuff online, like this part of things, right? But you meet them in person, they could not handle a crowd of 200 people. You think Pearl could go on stage and do stand up? Not even stand up, but like, you think she could go on stage and talk to 200 people? No.
If I'm gonna pay $5,000 to get Pearl on something, I'm not gonna waste it on a Zoom, on a StreamYard. I'd be like, I'm gonna rent a theater out or something.
Yes, right. Let's sell tickets. Let's make money. I mean, come on, let's be friends. Money unites the people, okay, Pearl?
I love you, Clem.
If we're each making like $100,000, insult me. Say all the things that you want.
You know what?
It's perfect.
Her rate to probably get on a plane and come to the US and do a
with
thing
her wheelchair and everything.
$5,000 is just to push a button and be like, I have joined the stream. You know,
right? But
no,
I feel like she honestly does that because she's like, they won't pay that, and I can't go up against these women with what they're saying. I swear to God.
No, it's not that, Keanu. It's the fact that she's been able to build such a big profile. She's got almost 500,000 followers on Twitter. Okay.
I believe in her business model. I think she's a savvy businesswoman, 100%. But she had a lot to say in the chat, but she goes $5,000. Right, because she knows.
I hope she says more in the chat. We need to bring her back. We need her to come back. We need more retweets.
Oh,
yes.
I really didn't think it was her for a while because the responses were so unclever. I was like, this is a troll account.
Oh yeah, you think it's her. The more unclever, the more Pearl it is. Yeah, like it's never.
Okay, but what if okay, I'm playing devil's advocate here. What if Pearl? What if this is just a whole persona? Like, you know, like our friend Isabella Riley. She would post all those kind of like low-key psychotic things online. Okay, let's be real.
That's absolutely what she does.
No, it was a little bit psychotic. I like her. I met her in person. She's very very
Pearl,
sweet.
though. I agree with you. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is people can agree that her posts are just psychotic things that she says, but in real life, she's a very sweet, kind girl, right? I'm just saying, Chrissy, we're in the millennial era where how we present online is kind of how we are in person. We don't realize these Gen Z, whatever the fuck they are, what they say online, the psychotic stuff that they say is really to get attention. I mean, I learned that through just hanging out with some of the streamers that I met in Dallas.
Like, we are being idiots. We're being ourselves. Like this whole time, I could have been.
We have been ourselves. We should be saying psychotic shit. That motherfucker ain't real. We need to say some stuff that said that motherfucker ain't real. And people said, I will give you $1 million to come on my show. And I was like, God damn, I was doing these shows for free. You're gonna give this bitch $1 million?
Didn't Kumia offer Tiffany Gomas $1 million?
No, but Lila, you're right. And I've been saying about Pearl the whole time. She can't possibly believe the cockamamie bullshit she says. She says it for views. She says it for monetary.
Well, it doesn't matter if she believes it or not.
It's working.
Doesn't matter. No. And I'm saying that's why I said I respect her business model. She's certainly not a model, but I respect her business model. But she can't back up anything that she actually says. So when it comes to, it is like Biden.
Matter.
When it
It
comes to
doesn't
debating
matter.
Trump, I don't want an
Keanu,
audience.
what
I don't want
matters
to-
is the Twitter following. Okay, no one
Okay,
cares what you said.
no.
We have 500,000 followers on Twitter. That's
Lila,
what
I
matters.
agree with you wholeheartedly, but she's never going to come on here. That's why she says 5K, because I can't back up
But she
anything
knows
I've said. Yeah.
My poor ass can't afford that.
Well,
No,
we're right.
because
She's such a
she's gotten
millionaire.
paid-
She could
she's gotten
afford
paid
it, but she
5K
won't because she
before.
fucking can't back up anything she said against intelligent women. I respect her business model and whoever it, indoctrinates into her shitty system. But, it's definitely exactly what she does is what you're saying. So that's the
Sam
reason.
gets it.
Yeah.
Sam, my gummy dealer, gets it. He
We
sends
love
me
Sam.
German gummies.
Sam would push me in a wheelchair for free, but I would give him $20 if Greasy.
You shouldn't try to afford it, Chrissy. I mean, yeah, this would be like, I'd have to be like, sorry, kiddo, no diapers for the rest of your life.
What
and I have to go
I'm saying though, Chrissy, is I hope that you get so wildly successful with your streams and what you're doing that 5K is like, oh yeah, I could easily do that. I'll give you 5K right now because I'm just making so much money that I could do that.
If Chrissy had
That would be
5K to
nice.
spend just like that, she'd say $1 million. She
Yeah.
would. She's not gonna do it because
Like,
she
she
can't
knows
stand
how
up
much
against
I-
us.
how
Right.
much I make
I
it,
love
don't
this.
make it.
This is so great. See, this is a debate right here. This is a real debate. See, I'm saying this. Keanu's like, no, she's ugly.
What would you guys pay
No,
for
it's
Pearl?
not all I'm saying. I actually agree with you, but she said 5K because she thinks Chrissy can't afford it. Not right.
I love
right.
Frank.
My betrothed says 5K would not make any sense. It would set an unattainable precedent. Don't even pay $5.
That's me. I blocked her as soon as I heard she was trouble. I don't even want to see her.
I think the only time 5K would be worth it is if you knew you were guaranteed to make $20,000 back from
Right,
that
and how
show.
could you
That's how it'd be
guarantee
worth
that?
it.
You can't
No,
really.
you can't.
But it is, yeah, you can't guarantee it. But I'm telling you, this is WWE. This is show business, baby. You don't think that half of these people who pretend to fight, like, for example, everybody hates Destiny. But you know what? Destiny gets invited to all the
I love
Destiny gets to be on all the stages.
No, they love him
Destiny-
because he's the only lefty, or he's pretending to be a lefty. He's the only lefty that like will be in these
So,
spaces.
I
When
love
I met
him.
Destiny-
He's a
Great.
brilliant debater, though. He is very much so like Pearl, as far as he's kind of elusive.
People love
He
to
does it
hate him.
intelligently. Like she's more like
He's very snarky.
You know what?
An
You can call
idiot.
Destiny a lot of names, but you cannot call him broke. Okay, that's what you can't call him. You can't call him broke. He makes
think he's
money.
great.
And when I met him, he put on the Lila Hart sunglasses, which was great. He was nice to me in real
Okay.
life. But again, he gets invited to speak at the Minds Festival. He gets invited to talk to Alex
Back
Jones.
to this. I love it.
He gets to be on the Alex Jones show. You know, somebody has to play the villain. This is show business, baby. You think that
No,
here's
no
the thing.
one's
We're
sitting
on the
on
computer
Pearl
right
today.
now. We're all on the computer right now, but I'm telling you right now, if we were all to meet Pearl in real life, we would get along. I
We'd
bet we
get
could make her
along.
laugh. We would go to
Drink.
brunch and we'd be like, you know what? Let's start some controversy. How much you want to make? How much do I want to make? What do I'm done doing shit for pizza, is what I'm saying.
Fuck
So
Pearl. I'd let you eat my
Good
cookies
choice,
if you
good
wanted
choice.
to.
What if
I
it's
would
really
do that
good
if you would
pizza,
come on
though?
Simpcast. All right. Like I mean, right. I'm sure she's a very fine human being. Okay. But there's no denying what she does is for views and likes and clicks.
Yeah.
She said that number to Chrissy because she could never come in here and be funny and actually stand up to all
And-
of us. you
and-
know?
I am trying to do it for views and likes and clicks as well. So give me
Also,
some views and
she-
likes and clicks.
I think her strengths do not lie in her like impromptu appearance. You know what I mean? I think like when she did that debate on Tim's thing, she was uber prepared. She had all her bullet points. She had all her talking points. I think she is terrified of coming on just off the top of her dome. Just her and her
Well, look like what an
genuine real
idiot she
thoughts and
looks like.
opinions.
Yeah.
And like to be unrehearsed, I think it would be so mortifying for her.
Yeah, exactly. There's no possibility she could possibly do it.
You know what? Here's the thing, though. No matter what Pearl does, I think Pearl wins. She's successful. Whether she could have, she could fall. She could fall. She could have a horrible debate. But then everybody loves a come up story. You know what I mean? Like everybody loves, they love to build you up, to tear you down, and then they can build you back up again. It's amazing. I mean, like literally, that's what happened with Trump. You know, everybody hated him, then they loved him, then they hated him, now they love him, and it's like, and this is just the nature of human beings. Pearl is great. She's doing wonderful. I love the insults because guess what? This makes for a great story. What if we all don't like each other, right? Or just for this WWE thing, but then we meet and then we become friends, and then you and Pearl, Chrissie, you end up having a show together. You guys start doing like a debate show.
All I ever wanted. That's all I wanted. Why didn't we think of that?
Be real friends with her.
We are just trying to make a bag, people. Money unites people.
Is that Clam?
Mom?
She found it. You found it.
Goodnight sent this to me. Mr. Goodnight sent this.
This
is Pearl's mom. This is Mrs. Clam.
Oh, she's pretty.
She's
prettier
young.
than Clam.
Oh my God, she's young and cute. Let's see what she has to say.
How old are my kids? Well, we're in the middle of birthday season, so let me see if I get this right. So
she's the
same.
Wow.
Married. She is 43 years old, married, and has 4 kids. Next is Greg. He's 33 years old and has baby Knox that you probably heard about. Next is Austin. Austin will be 29 in April, so he's still 28. He's engaged, getting ready to be married. Next is Hannah. She lives in London, as some of you have already pointed out. Next is Brian. He lives in DC.
Oh my God.
Next after Brian is Adam. Oh no, sorry. Next is Chaz. Chaz is 22 and he is finishing up firefighter school. Next is Adam, and Adam is also 22, and he's here working with Dan. Then comes Gabrielle.
Wow.
Gabrielle is 20 and in flight school, working to be a pilot. Next is Eva. She's 18 and in college to be a psychiatrist. And finally is Amelia. She's 16, and who knows what she's going to be.
Holy shit.
Wow, she's really pretty.
Wow.
It was a lot.
Seems like a
So,
boss.
All she
I
had to
love
say
it.
about Pearl is that she lives in London. That's her only accomplishment.
She didn't even
I
say
didn't know
that.
Yeah.
She didn't say her
She
going
didn't-
rate for a YouTube podcast is $5,000. She didn't say she's like the Twitter's biggest troll.
Wait, did you say she mentioned Pearl? Because I
Yeah,
didn't.
her name's
Her name's
Hannah.
Hannah. Her name's Hannah.
I was confused too, but when
playing
she
it
said
again.
London, I was like,
How
okay.
old are my kids?
Okay. Excuse me. I
We're in the
didn't
middle of
realize.
birthday season, so let me see if I get this right. So
She
starting
lives
at the
in
top,
London.
Mary.
She's
is
ashamed
43
of
years
her.
old, married, and has 4 kids.
She sounds fucking smart as fuck. Like this is a boss lady. Like she sounds like she's in charge of shit. Do you know what I mean?
She
Yes.
said, my other daughter's Hannah. She lives in London.
She
And then
exists.
and
She
she's
her
a
her
cunt.
blood pressure is 140/50.
She loves volleyball.
And corn.
Oh
Next is Greg. He's 33 years old and has baby Knox that you probably heard about. Next is Austin. Austin will be 29 in April, so he's still 28. He's engaged, getting ready to be married. Next is Hannah. She lives in London, as some of you have already pointed out. Next
She doesn't
is
even say how
Brian.
old she is.
Wow, she says that with such disdain.
I
Let's
love
rewind it.
her. Someone get me her information.
Let's
I
get
want her on the
Pearl's mom.
show.
Screw Pearl. Let's get her
I
mom
know.
on the show.
Already
I know
pointed out.
exactly. She's
Next
a
is
badass
Brian.
bitch.
She lives in London. Next is
She takes a deep breath before saying
Goes
Hannah.
next
Hannah.
is
She lives in London, as some of you have already pointed out.
Some of you have already pointed out.
Next is Brian.
That's it.
that's all.
But very much like, yeah, how many kids and married? Like that's in her mind.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
this
then
is
we
great.
know where
Great.
Pearl's insecurities
Great.
come from.
Yeah.
Maybe her siblings. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. Your mom's she's got it. She gets it.
Oh my God. My mom would be like, first is Eric. He has a lazy eye. He's a civil engineer. He quit his job briefly to be a stay-at-home dad, which my father hated.
This is hilarious.
Up next is Amanda. She's dead from the neck up.
Amanda's dead quite, from the neck up.
She didn't wish Chrissie a happy Mother's Day.
She never watches any of Chrissy's
No,
streams.
couldn't-
Knows basically nothing about
Couldn't
my other
bother
daughter.
to just watch a casual live stream here and there to just learn the basics.
Asked Chrissie and Keanu if they wanted to go on a hike when they were in
When
Vegas.
she was, yes,
Extremely hungover.
she invited Chrissie to go on a hike when she was the most hungover she'd ever been in her life,
Yes,
hanging
yes.
onto the table, throwing up.
It was 95 degrees out, and so yes, my daughter Amanda has no scruples and doesn't understand a thing in the world.
Oh my God.
Then I present to you my daughter Chrissie, who is
Chrissie, I don't know what she does. I have no idea how she's getting by. I don't know. I don't understand what she is. What she wasted the best years of her life doing improv.
Apparently she has a child now, but you know.
That I'll never get to meet because I've been dead for 6 years.
Dead for years, you know, it's fine. Your
Oh
mom
my
would be proud of you, Chrissie. She
Oh.
would be ride or die for you, you know. Unlike
She
Pearl's
would-
mom with
Pearl's
Pearl.
mom is young as fuck too. Like
She
how
looks great.
old
She
is
really
she?
looks.
And I
Really
really
good.
think she named at least 9 or 10 kids total. Like that was
Look
fun.
at her
9.
sitting in this. She lives
It was
somewhere with
9?
money. Like this, she's like on a expensive ottoman, rattling off. You know, she has the confidence to wear lime green as a white woman. That's
Exactly.
big.
Her eyes are sparkling, her hair is long. She's got a
Yeah.
nice necklace on.
Yeah.
Pearl could never.
This her mom intimidates the shit out of her. Her mom makes me feel like I'm not doing enough in my life.
There is like stucco behind her. It might just be like an Airbnb. You never
Or a
know,
Taco
but-
Bell.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't even know what stucco was till like 1990s Taco Bell. Like, you remember when you feel the walls, you'd be like, "Oh, they're pointy," and then you learn that that's what stucco is.
It's stucco. Cute. I love Pearl's mom. Hannah's mom,
Wow.
excuse me.
Pearl's mom's the one who started the family business. Her husband ran it, but she jet
Look
sets
at
on
you,
her own.
Chrissie. You
What is-
called-
Fuck yes.
What is the family business?
I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? I certainly don't think that Pearl's mom wanted to be a trad wife or what have you, like Pearl says that you should be. If she started the family business, you know, that's why she's so rich. She's a baller. Look at that clam.
Wow. Yeah, her mom's frightening. I get it. I get it, Pearl. Dude, let's commiserate. Let's talk about our issues from our parents.
You know, I think that she's trying to impress her parents probably through what I don't
We
know.
all are.
But I kind of now I actually kind of feel bad, like, because here's the thing: it's like because she can't get attention from guys, like her boyfriend or whatever left her for that older, hotter, redheaded lady, right?
Good. Get a push-up bra. Get a gay
Yeah.
support to make you over.
I know, but she really is. It is the pick me syndrome of I'm going to say all the things that men like to hear, and then they're like, "Wow, she's the cool girl." But you know what I mean?
Like the other girls.
Yes.
Right. Here's the thing though. I feel incredibly bad for Clam. I really do.
No, I actually do.
Yeah.
I actually do feel
too.
bad.
Listening to the
Yeah.
mom. Yeah.
No amount of
I
money
actually
in the
do
world.
feel bad. And
Right.
again, it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like I said, she is successful in being able to
She
create
makes a ton of money.
Well, she's
Yeah.
able to, but then again, that's what's also interesting. It's like she makes a lot of money, but then she's saying that women should depend on a man to make money. But it's like, why aren't you depending on a man then? You know, it's like,
Exactly. I feel
Because she goes
incredibly
for
bad
black
for her.
guys that are
Right.
like degenerates. Like she's not going for high level dudes, it seems.
because I think there are of course, there's nuance. There are some things that she does say that is correct, like maybe some of the family court stuff, you know, right? But I also think that you can't insult women's looks and then get upset when they insult you. It becomes fair game when you insult other people's looks. You know what I'm
yet
saying?
People
Like,
call us catty, and it's like she started it.
I've never been catty towards her. I'm like, you're a detriment to society with what you're saying, and it's all because you feel bad, and you're probably a lesbian, and your mother is more successful than you. I'm glad Pearl's
That's a
making
scary
money.
mom.
She's
All
a
right, so
great.
do you guys
she's a
think
great
she'll ever
businesswoman.
come? Do you think she'll ever come to Chrissy's show?
Apparently not without 5K.
I think she will. I think she will come.
Where am
I
gonna
think
get
she'll
that?
come on the show when she enters her 30s. and she has a
When
change
she
of
crawls out of her
tune.
cocoon. And,
No,
like,
because I
flies
think that's
away.
also what's happening to her too. It's like, okay, I feel like there's like this thing that happens when you're 28, 29. It's like this real fear of turning 30. Then you turn 30.
You're
Yeah.
mortified of turning
Yes.
30.
Then you turn 30 and it's really scary. Like I feel like I had this like weird like crisis, like this weird like internal thing. And then I turned 32 and I was like, I'm
You're like,
hot.
oh, that's over. Great.
I
Now
look great. Life is good. And then that's when I realized, okay, this will probably happen when I turn 39. Then I'll turn 40 and I'll get scared. But then I'll turn 42 and I'll be like, I look good. And then 44 is just you're beaming with
right.
hotness.
Because you're nowhere
again.
near 50. 44 is like you're
But
young.
then 52 is young again. 52 is young again.
Right.
Then you get to 54 and you're like, I look good.
I'm
You know,
sorry.
it's just-
We have botulism to put in our faces. I was excited to be 30, flirty, and thriving. I was like, this is great. I can freeze my face
You know-
right here for the rest of time. I will be a Kardashian.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. Yeah.
Botulism.
Yeah.
You're a hot.
Botulism. You know, never believe it's not frozen.
Botulism.
You know,
I think-
My whole face was just a megaphone.
It
I
would be a
mean,
hot
megaphone.
megaphone.
we're insufferable. We know it. But Ozempic botulism will freeze
I
ourselves at our
just
best selves.
Gave
Exactly.
myself a UTI by holding in my pee for almost 3 hours.
Oh no.
No, why
It's
do you
fine.
do that? I've peed like 6 times.
I'm gonna order a megaphone now. I need one.
Love you guys. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the comments. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Bye. All right. Love you guys. God, I don't even want to leave. This candle smells so good. I don't want to leave. All right. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Bye. Love you all. Join the Discord. Feet. Love you all. Wow. You guys are awesome. Bye, guys. Bye. Now I'm really leaving. Love you. Bye.